live at 4. Let's look at the store. And big shout out to GIICC for creating the calendar for the week, which we're going to go over here quickly. We're going to have a Psylocke Blitz at the beginning of the week, and then we're going to go into the Quick Rumble, which is going to require Uncanny X-Men. Typically, those are pretty easy. Then we're going to have the Legendary Event Jubilee starting on Tuesday. We're going to have double drops on Pimtech. Don't forget, 2 times 0 is 0. And then later on the week, we'll have Hend, a Relic Hunt to get some ability materials. The raids are switching over from beta to gamma. The first Panther event is running for the entire month. Contagion Core ended, and we just started Commander's Cache and the Strike Salute. We've got some information about the Strike Salute and the Commander's Cache. Let's just call it Cache. It's easier. And then Coordinated Assault will be wrapping up here shortly. On Wednesday, they're going to release the hard campaign villain node. So most notably is going to be Cersei, but there's also going to be Dagger, Kitty, Bishop, and Karen Charter. Sharon Carter. Anyways, those will be available. I feel like these last 4 here are just placeholders. And the first one, for other characters, and they didn't take an opportunity to release more characters in the game. And then we've also got Spider-Man Noir, which is coming to the orbs. All right, let's move on. We got a quick message here from the developers talking about update on the Strike Salute Milestone event. Basically, they're saying that this is supposed to be a very easy event intended to express the team's appreciation for players. 2 items to address. There's going to be quite a bit of points that weren't in Friday's blog. And then they said that there's going to be, just by doing the things that you normally do, a total of 22,000 points. And so to get to the event milestones of 29,000 points, players only need 6,600 more points in spending campaign energy, 2 points for every energy spent. So if you spend 472 energy at a day, that'll earn you 944 points per day for the 7 days, and then that'll give you the 29,000. So I think a lot of people spend more. I know a lot of times on certain days it seems like I spend more than 1,000. So I feel like this should be a relatively easy task for people to get through. So no worries about this Salute Milestone event. Bring back the 10 for 10. Is it gone forever? I feel like, just like this post right here. How about one more? How about the 1 core claims? I don't even scroll through the store anymore. Yeah, because all you have to do is hit the end button and it takes you all the way to the bottom of the page. It seems really easy on the web store to go all the way down to the bottom, where actually they're kind of making us not even bother with the store in game. Has it been relegated to the website? Looks like it. Before I actually had a glimpse of the offers, but with the web store I don't, which is nice, but logistically for Scopely, probably bad mode. I suppose if you're looking at the web store on your phone, you still have to scroll down, but I know on a browser like Chrome or something like that, you just hit end and it takes you all the way down to the bottom and you don't end up not looking at it. There are currently 103 unique offers in this store. This is the main reason why I changed the format of offer review to have only some of the more interesting ones, talking about 10 instead of looking at 103 where there's 90 offers that are just garbage and not even working that. So it's a bit excessive. I believe they've copied this from Star Trek Fleet Command, and Star Trek Fleet Command actually now has less offers than Marvel Strike Force, from what I hear. This stuff is needlessly complicated, and we're going to go over the math on that. Commander Cash, cool rewards, preemptive congratulations to Dono Mac for getting a 7 red Black Panther 1 mil, and the ions. I'm not even worrying about the leaderboards at all. The leaderboards are just for the Krakens, and I'm not worried about it. I'm only caring about getting the event item for Black Panther event, which is the necklace, and Yuletide Bringer kind of made the math super simple. That being said, 80,000 points total, wars 100,000, gold is 1, cores are 2,000, and this is only one of the events. Why do you need a math degree to figure all this shit out? Multiple events, multiple different scales, multiple currencies, multiple tabs, web store events in this game. It's a circus. Yeah. It's interesting that we, rely on various members of the community to build spreadsheets, which make this. Now, what this spreadsheet here is only focusing on getting the necklace. So that's what I'm focused on, is getting the necklace. so that it goes towards the Black Panther event. Not interested in the leaderboards or getting to 80 million. And 19,500,000, relatively easy to get. There's multiple paths. This path right here is spending 1.7 million gold a day, spending 350 cores, and only doing 10 attacks. So you can do actually 14 is the maxed amount. So I feel like this event is pretty simple if your only objective is getting the necklace for the Black Panther event. And big shout out to Yuletide Bringer for putting this on a spreadsheet. Makes me not have to worry about it. T4 ability mode throttled more. Did I miss something, or have they cut the amount of T4s we're getting? They haven't, but it feels that way. And I think there's two reasons. It takes me an age to level up one nowadays. What the first way that I think that it has been is that they're not paying them out each war. They're paying them out on a war season. It's like switching from getting paid once a week to every 2 weeks. You're getting the same amount, but after longer periods of time. Other thing, too, I think that's adding this problem. It seems to me that the new characters are requiring, more useful T4s, where like sometimes a character would come out and only need like 1 or 2 T4s. It seems like a lot of the characters lately need 3 or 4. Strike Salute, more like Horde. I'm tired of events where you have to hoard resources in your mailbox to get a decent score. And hoarding daily objectives is even more ridiculous. The ideal event for me would be one without any advantage through hoarding, and when you don't need to get into the game every 2 hours. So I feel like this is a sentiment across many people. I 100% agree. And the collect all from the mailbox is kind of annoying. For the first part that's annoying is that the game actually requires hoarding. And if you look at my inbox, I mean, I'm just constantly hoarding. Why does it have to be like that? Why do I have to save certain things for certain times? And I end up saving everything until it has like less than 1 day, and then I collect it then. Not a fun way to play this game. And it changes from week to week what to hoard. And then the worst part about that is then you have that collect all mail, and then it wipes out all the work, and there's no confirmation work. So I think the first problem is that the game is actually designed around hoarding right now. And the worst part about the claim all box is that, if you accidentally collect it. So not good. There is a free offer in the store. I didn't screenshot it, but it's one that has the event tokens. And then after the event tokens, there's a pop-up, $3 for 300,000. Here's the thing. I did poll chat, and it was split. About 30%, I believe, bought this, and the other 70% were not interested. I'm not going to buy this. This is the pop-up offer. 1 million, I guess, moves you towards that 19 million, but that's pretty easy. To max out the milestones is 80 million. And I'm not interested in competing on the leaderboard with the heavy spenders. So this was not that interesting to me. I think if it had like 300,000 gold and a gold orb or 2 gold orbs, I would have been more interesting. It does have the UPC, but some people are definitely considering this offer. I passed on it though, however. Then we've got a Black Friday special promotion. So these are kind of leading up to Black Friday. We got $10, and it has 1,200 campaign energy, which if this was just about campaign energy, I'd be more excited about it if it had 2,000. Now, unfortunately, this has Armory 14s and Armory 15s. If you purchase the offer, they gave 20,000 of each. The valuation on this is not as attractive anymore. And then silver promotion credits. I feel like I have an abundance of silver promotion credits at this time. So this is not an offer that I'm going to consider. Cloak and Dagger. I do want to say that they're still very good inside of Dark Dimension 5. So we got 75 of each for $10. Again, I feel like whatever this is, Armory 15, not a lot of value in there anymore since they screwed up the offer. This is kind of a little bit confusing to me right here. $5 is equivalent to $3.75. This would be a good value if it was $3.75, and then you would be getting the event currency as a bonus. Again, this is not a meaningful amount when you need like 20 million, 80 million, so on. So I don't know how excited I am about that. I didn't. If this was 375, I would have pulled the trigger on it, but it's 350, so it's not that great. Again, I'm not that impressed with the event currency. 200,000 doesn't seem to be a meaningful amount for this event, where you need 20 million, 19.5 million to get the item for the Black Panther event. Or if you want to max out all the milestones, you need almost, 80 million. So if the new character releases are $10 for 1 million gold, and then it has 4 gold orbs. So if this had 4 gold orbs, I would say cool, then it's just bonus stuff, and I would be more of a fan of this offer. Same thing right here. Kind of the gold standard. The standard offers that are worth considering are $10 for 1 million gold and 4 gold orbs, or $30 for 3.25 million gold, and then there's 12 gold orbs. So I don't think that this offsets the fact that you're not getting the gold orbs. But if you just really need gold and you're trying to participate inside of the leaderboards, then go ahead. I just feel like the leaderboards are out of reach, and it's in effect just an auction. This right here is interesting. I'm not going to buy this, but I just wanted to point out, for 200 cores, you also get credit for spending cores. The event does give you credit for spending cores, so you end up getting 200,000 points, and then I haven't done the math on how many cores. I think you get over 600,000, but I'm not going to be purchasing this. And then this is an offer that comes up from time to time, and I like to point it out whenever it comes up. It's $5, and it has the Legacy 2 orb offer, and this is good for T3s. So if you need T3 ability materials, there's between 350 and 400 in there, and there's also a small amount of gold, purple gear, and then characters from year 2 in the game. So there's some character shards, and I think that's fine. Next, we've got 50 Cersei shards for $5, which I think is fantastic. Keep in mind, on Wednesday, she should be node farmable. They're opening up the hard villains campaigns, and so she's going to be on one of those nodes. So in 2 days from now, she is going to be farmable. Right here, we've got Ms. Marvel. If you need Ms. Marvel, I think this is reasonable enough. You get 180 character shards for $15, and you get a Mega Orb. And depending on who you talk to, Mega Orb is worth anywhere from $1 to $5. And then there's another one here that is similar for Scarlet Witch. I don't know how many people need Scarlet Witch, but I do want to point out that she is technically a member of the Darkhold team, and she is required for Apocalypse. And so then again, you got $15 for 100 character shards. She typically gets dropped off that team and used by somebody else, like Dormammu is typically who goes on that team. So anyways, if you're looking for Scarlet Witch shards, that's a reasonable value. And then lastly, we've got Madeline Pryor, 50 character shards for $5. The only reason I brought this up is that they were trying to sell these offers right here for $15 for 50 character shards last week, and they dropped it to a better price. I think this is more reasonable. She is on that heroic nodes, so she is now farmable. I don't know how important of a character she is really in the grand scheme of the game. I believe she's kind of a very mediocre war defense character. I don't know how important war defense is in the first place, let alone Madeline Pryor and her team. But anyways, if you're looking for her, this is the best price. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.